Hello, and welcome to another episode of Math with Dr. War. Today we're going to be finding the volume of a sphere. Let's begin. Our question states, a ball shaped like a sphere has a radius of 2.7 centimeters. Which measurement is closest to the volume of the ball in cubic centimeters? Now, once you've read your problem and you see the word volume, that is your clue that you need your reference sheet. When you go to your reference sheet, you're going to look for volume. In the problem, they told us that the shape we have is a sphere. So let's find that word in our reference sheet. Right here, sphere, and there is the associated formula. So I'm going to write my formula. V equals 4 over 3 pi times radius to the third power. Your next step is we're going to replace our variables by our numerical values. So most students would put 4 over 3. Some people like to replace pi by its estimated value, which is 3.14. Okay, it said that the radius was 2.7, so we can use that. So 2.7, and that's raised to the third power. And now we're going to enter all of this into our calculator. So first I'm going to press the 4, then I'm going to press n over d, which is my fraction function. Notice that here the denominator is blinking, so we're going to enter 3, go to the right. Okay, we're going to multiply by 3.14 times, okay, our radius is 2.7 and it has to be raised to the third power. So I'm going to enter 2.7. Now remember here, this button is only for squares. We need a cube, therefore we need this function right here. Notice we have our exponent. We're going to enter 3, and I'm going to go to the right. And my final step is to hit enter. Notice our answer is 82.40616. Now it is this value because we use it an estimated value for pi. But guess what? We still got our answer. So our answer was 82 point, let's see that again, 406. And notice all of their answers were rounded to the nearest hundredth, the zeros in the hundredth, which means that 0 will become a 1. So it's actually 82.41 centimeters to the third power. Even though you estimated pi, notice this is your answer. The beauty about the TASC test is that all the answers are very far apart. You don't have two answers that are very close. Now I know there's some folks out there that when they are using their calculator, they like to use the function pi. If that is you, same thing. You enter 4, n over d, then your 3, go to the right, then press your pi, and then you can times, you don't need to put a times there, you can just put that, times, and then you have 2.7. We're going to raise that to the third power, go to the right, hit enter, and notice you have the 82.447, and that 7 changes that 4 to a 5. But again, the answers are far apart. There's only one 82 there in the answer choices. Okay, second problem. It says a sphere and its dimensions are shown in the diagram. Which measurement is closest to the volume of the sphere in cubic inches? So again, they want us to find volume, and they told us it was a sphere. So you go to your reference sheet, you find volume, find your shape, find your formula. So we know V equals to 4 over 3 pi times radius to the third. Now, when you look at your problem right here, this line cuts your sphere in half. So that 15 is actually our diameter. It is not our radius. So in order to find our radius, we're going to have to divide that 15 by 2. Because remember, radius starts from the center and goes to the outskirts. So if I take 15 and divide it by 2, I get a value of 7.5. So here, this is 7.5 inches. Always remember your diameter is 15. Therefore, your radius is half of the diameter, which is half of 15, which is basically like taking 15 and dividing it by 2. And again, if you use your calculator, let's clear this. We take 15 and divide it by 2. Notice you get 7.5. So let's fill in. So we have 4 over 3. I'm going to leave pi as it is, pi. Our radius is 7.5 to the third power. Okay, let's enter that into our calculator. Let's clear the screen. So we have 4, n over d, 3. Go to the right. Then we have our pi times, okay, 7.5, 7.5. We're going to raise that to the third power. And last step, hit enter. Okay, look at our answer. We have 1767, so 1767.145868. So from here, we can choose our answer as J. So let me just get that number. So that is 1767.14. And remember, this 4 is going to let that 1 remain 1. So 1767.1 cubic inches is our answer. Now, if you're one of those folks who don't like to use the fraction function on the calculator, basically here's a step you can do. We're going to take our 4 times by your pi times by your 7.5. Okay, let's raise that to the third power. We're going to go to the right and we're going to divide. And notice your denominator is 3. We're going to divide everything by 3. And hit enter, and notice we get our answer. Again, if you don't want to use pi as the symbol, you can go 4 times the estimated value for pi is 3.14 times our 7.5, raise all of that to the third power, go to the right, and then our last step is to divide by 3. You choose which method you like the best because you want to be comfortable using the calculator in the TASC examination. And you hit enter, and notice that our answer is an estimated value because we use an estimated value for pi. Notice it's 1766, and again, because our answers are very far apart, this is the closest to your answer. I hope this has been helpful. Good luck on your TASC examination.